What is up, my friends? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, let's take a look at a cello library that's very, very popular on the market today. And it came out a long time ago, but it still stands the test of time, in my opinion, because it's super expressive and it features the one and only Tina Guo. I basically discovered her through these libraries, kind of shopping through Cinesample stuff, and I came across this library. I heard the demos, and I was just blown away, honestly. And then I was very excited when the second volume came out. It has a totally different spin to it, totally different approach, but it gave me a sense of, again, what Tina's sound really sounds like. And we connected over Facebook. We had a chance to work together. It was just a wonderful opportunity. And I basically orchestrated one of her pieces, and she featured it on her channel called Homeward Bound, if you're curious to hear what that sounds like. But I just wanted to give you a sense of what this legato patch sounds like, in case you're wondering, what kind of emotional cello to go with. This is the one that I would personally recommend. It's the one I use all the time, and I'll show you why in a second. So before we really get into the sound of it, I want to give you my sample library buyer's guide. If you don't have it yet, it's a totally free guide going over all my favorite sample library recommendations. So, excuse me, if you're on the lookout for some new libraries, but you're not really sure what to look for, then these are just some of my favorites that I think will really help you on your search for the next library. So, yeah, it's totally free. You can click the first link in the box below and it'll take you straight there. So let's kind of dive into this legato patch. And again, the legato library kind of came out, I think, after the first artist series library. So there was the artist series where she played her regular cello. She also played the electric cello and also the erhu, I believe. All beautiful instruments, but they were kind of geared more towards sound design stuff, and there wasn't really legato, I think, as far as I'm aware. And then by popular demand, they wanted a legato version of the acoustic cello, and so this library, when it came out, was very popular and is still very popular, and it's talked about all the time on the forums. So I thought it only appropriate to kind of show you what this sounds like in an exposed context and kind of go over some of the patches here. So basically, I've pulled in the regular legato patch. I believe for the classic, you can't really control too much. So the updated version has all of these controls here. And also they have an infinite bow, which is really nice. So if I press always on, then if I play a note, she's not going to re-bow the note, right? Whereas if you turn it off, you hear that rebow right there. So she plays the note again. So this was a heavily requested feature. Anyway, let's kind of hear this legato here. So. Isn't that just beautiful? You you can really just hear the expressiveness in every single sample. And the beauty of it is that the way she connects from one note to another and really swells into the subsequent note, it just kind of gives you this beautiful, expressive, like, connection that you don't really get from a lot of sample libraries. I think that really made a mark for me. Like, like when I hear this cello, it gives me an impression that this is kind of Tina's playing style. When she's playing expressively, she's going to inject a lot of vibrato and passion into every single note. And if you've watched her live performances where she does perform more romantic pieces, it sounds this good. Even better, of course, if it's live. And then volume 2, by contrast, is kind of like a library to fill out the rest. So there is legato as well, but with much less vibrato. Then you have open strings, subpont, harmonic, spiccato, marcato, and you have some effects as well. But generally, you would be using this for some other articulations rather than legato in my experience anyway. But let's hear a little bit of this. So let's start with the legato. Actually, I'll go back to there. Man, that spiccato and pizzicato patch are so much fun to play. Jeez. But yeah, so generally for shorts and pizzicato, if I want the Tina sound, I have to go with this library anyway, go with these patches. For legato though, I have to say that the first volume is still my favorite. Just the amount of expressivity, is that a word? In the samples, and just the way it really sings and speaks out is just beautiful. And I don't think there's anything else like it on the market. You have, of course, other libraries that do emotional cello stuff, but Tina really has her own signature sound, and the way that I believe it was Tim's mix. Yeah, Tim Starnes mixed it. It's just very beautiful, and I tend to use this on pretty much every single project that requires a cello of some sort, either for counter melodies or for solo lead lines that really carry the melody forward. This is always my go-to. So hopefully you get a sense of why. If you're looking for a solo cello and you don't have one yet, I would highly recommend this one. I'm not being endorsed by Cinesamples to say this. I'm literally just sharing the libraries that I like to use. So hopefully it gives you an idea of why I like it so much. And yeah, if you don't have this library yet, let me know if this kind of convinced you. Do you like the sound of it? Do you like the legato? Let me know your thought below. Definitely curious to know. And of course, if you don't have the sample library buyer's guide yet, I would love for you to check it out. Again, it's pretty much like everything that I use on a regular basis, all categorized into one streamlined guide that you can just read from top to bottom very easily. And it has all the prices there too, so you can determine if it's like affordable for you, all those different libraries and all that. So if you click the first link in the box below, it'll take you straight there. Again, thank you so much for watching, my friend. I'll catch you in the next one, and take care. Bye-bye.